He showed up here today, too.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Bogdanovich missing off glass, rebounded by Al Horford. Horford and Kyrie Irving scored every important bucket down the stretch field, including 4 from down.
Not accustomed to playing with your back to the basket.
Irving turned the corner on Collison, and he is Duke. Collison from outside. Collison led the NBA in three-point shooting last year.
Yeah, transition defense has been a problem. It's without Oladipo, and then also the fact that at crunch time. So give them losses at both ends.
Collison kicks it out to a wide-open Thad Young
During the season. And then you also now shut them out in a quarter in each game that was critical when they were ahead. You can see early on now, out beyond the three-point line, they're going to double team Irving, force him to give up the basketball and not penetrate into the middle of the floor.
Step back jumper by Miles Turner led the league in block shots this year.
Yeah, well, in the series, they held him back off of that number. Right?
Collison drills it. Boston down by 4. Tatum. Hayward just checked in for the Celtics.
That's his area.
And the homecoming boy having a good start here.
Well,
his first jumper.
Going from left to right in that area, in that painted area, he's dangerous.
Collison missed at the rim, and Turner there to have his back.
I already told you now, they're only averaging 7 offensive rebounds a game in 3 games. Now, that was nice to see. Let's see more of that if you are a Pacer fan.
Collison switched on to Tatum, and Tatum took full advantage of it. Back jumper from the baseline. Way off, and Kyrie pushing the base. Tatum with a nice show and go. Got it to fall.
When you put that, meaning Tatum, so you must match up with him quickly.
Bogdanovich. Nice feed inside to Turner for the layup. Sheriff and Tyreek Evans get ready to come in the game. Bogdanovich had that one go halfway down and out and kicked the stanchion. Jaylen Brown inside with a soft. Sabonis. Those are the shots that McMillan wants him to take. Joseph from downtown got it. That's in the Celtics
in Indiana, and he's been solid off the bench all season, scoring defensively and making the play.
Sabonis from point-blank range to get them involved. Good double team on Tatum. Hayward with the ball fake and going. Hey, Gordon Hayward is coming home.
And Jason Tatum are getting from defenders. He said they're doing it on the drive, and we just got to make the right play coming out of it. Kyrie's been doing it great all series. I expect him to continue that, guys.
The interesting is Joseph on the drive. Good defense by Morris. And a tough shot. Good by Gordon.
You got to take advantage of that. They had a very big mismatch in favor of Hayward.
Horford with that mid-range game.
That whole game right back to get a 2-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it all came on the break.
Here's Rozier. A little room service, punching it home.
Indiana, major problem. They're shooting 33%. Only have 2 offensive rebounds. See, that's got to change.
Rozier with the floater in the paint and knocked it down. Order that has been the bane of their existence in this series. Rozier from deep. Order. Joseph guarded by Morris. 6 on the shot clock for Sabonis now. Double team.
They've been excellent with that.
Evans for 3. And
except for one thing, he'll continue to attack.
McMillan told us he's going to try and get some more minutes for Tyreek Evans here this afternoon. Morris was looking for contact. It was in 11. And they groomed the Knicks. Sabonis working one-on-one against Tice, and a tough reverse layup.
Well, he's going to make a score. You're right back in his hand.
Evans against Morris here. Sabonis with the screen. Evans inside and one count.
3-point, high-point, 3-point shooter. So everything was perfect for him and for the team.
His history with Nate McMillan goes back to their games in Portland as Thaddeus by his silence offensively in this game, just 4 points.
I'll tell you, the zip isn't there right now. The zip that he has usually where he's so quick.
A long for the Celtics. Hayward back to Morris. Approaching 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Indiana trying to stay alive. Down 3-0. Morris with a stare down 2.
Or he take the double team, make the diagonal pass, find the free man.
Collison
Got to get a
got it back, and a little room service for Bogdanovich and a timeout.
58% in threes, taking 4 a game.
The man that's been tutored and mentored. Turner bringing that smoke.
Yeah, the fan in the building wants to see a little more of that.
Who wants it?
Nice pass by Horford. Hit Horford. Horford immediately turned and knew one thing. The man was on him. The corner was open.
6-point lead for the Celtics inside. Bogdanovich with a bucket for the Pacers. Hayward got into the paint, and a nice finish for Gordon Hayward.
Now, that's a lefty hook shot from down below the hip off the glass.
Hey, he knows these rims a little bit, Hubie. He won a state championship here as Collison making Kyrie Irving work at the defensive end. Turner on the pick and pop. And we're tied at 47.
And Irving was 2 for 7. So between 2 good scores, you were 3 for 14 before we just had that little scrum there.
Miles Turner had a strong first-range jumper.
Hey, look, that's a good sign if you're a Pacer fan. He has double figures now.
Up to 10 for the game. Nice speed inside. Aaron Baines, more known for his defensive prowess for the Celtics, gets a layup there. Bogdanovich with a quick trigger.
Larry's one of the greatest. Everyone talks about the passing, but I talk about Larry Bird all the time. I mean, the scoring is
over to Collison. Collison had a strong first half with 11. And a follow-up by Thad Young
in the series.
Kyrie Irving on the floor with just 8 points in the game so far. Back to Horford, and Horford hit the 3. Down the big one. Team's going up and down a little bit here. Bogdanovich taking it to the rack. And a scoop shot. Give him 3. Baines screen, and that's a screen. Morris on the wing, guarded by Turner. 10 on the clock. Marcus Morris calmly. Celtics won the game by 3, 124-121. Matthews going to try it again and got the second one to fall. Dribble takes a long 2 that comes up short. 7-point Pacer lead as we approach the midway point of the third quarter. Collison fell down, and that allowed Jaylen Brown to... Hayward up court. Gordon Hayward on the flare. Got the 3 to fall. Rebound. Kyrie with a mismatch here on Thad Young. All that sauce and the finish. It really embraces the final and big moments. Young with that extra step. Baines with the block, but that's going to be a goal.
The previous game, he's been more active, looking for the roll to the open area in the painted area.
Hayward back to Horford.
That's his shot.
Good ball movement.
Yep.
Hayward on the baseline. Tough shot. Tipped in by Al Horford. All out block for Collison. Turner with a mismatch against Irving. Spins on him. Sabonis with the board and the putback.
Well, you needed that.
And the good news for Indiana, they haven't had to endure one of those scoring droughts.
Well, right now, the man with the basketball has been very quiet until that move. Now, Everett's off the bench. Very big.
Pacers have misfired on their last 7 in a row. Fourth quarter drought's no stranger to Indiana, as Terry Rozier is rebounded by Sabonis.
What will we tell you? They dominated, came back from the deficit all through that second quarter, 16 points in the paint.
And Evans got into the knee to the hip. That's why he was grimacing. That's a Euro step move. That's
for the Celtics. Cut the man off, get into the rim, make him make the play.
Well, that time Hubie won a couple of national championships. And his Celtics lead by a pair. Evans kicks it out. Sabonis doesn't hesitate again, and the same result.
Because they knew if you left him, he was going to continue up with a reverse move to the rim.
Nice hesitation move by Morris Sr. Lethal from the fadeaway. They get the stop. Evans with the Euro step. And bucket, count it. Because Corey Joseph is all over Kyrie.
Good ball.
They swing it to the other side, and Morris Sr. Hayward gets it from Horford. 9 on the shot clock. He pulls it way out. Gets downhill against Turner. Drew the hit and one. Hayward on the handle. 8 on the clock. Backs it out against Turner. Here's the rerun. Shoots it again.
I'll take that three.
Kyrie reaching in. Great effort by Irving. A 2-on-1. Horford, Tatum, the punch, and the Celtics.
Defensive man to him, giving it up.
Coach, it's a 15-3 run now for Boston. Bogdanovich got to the rim with the left hand.
Fourth quarter, they've dominated. And the main reason is they run good plays, they get the mismatches, they get what they want, and they've been able to finish just like that.
The paint. Fade away a little bit strong, tipped up, and back comes the Pacers. Young out to Evans with the Euro step. And one. Could have given up on the season and fired up the tank, but they didn't. Great job by Kevin Pritchard and Nate McMillan in the brain trust. Hayward from the corner. Hayward says, I'm going back up. Off the screen, Sabonis inside. Gets that layup of a well-drawn-up play.
Go for the steal. You don't get the steal. All right, now you got to match up. Nice shot, a great percentage.
Darren Collison hits the three, makes it a three-point shooter.
I think you have to go back here and say, look, they took a team that averaged 107 a game and held them in this series. It is a good trap. But see, late.
Right.
Teaching staff, outstanding play by their players. The three ball was big in it. And then you look at the that 148. Okay, you think about that. All right. Then you say to yourself, every team loses a lot of major players.